Hey, so on today's video, I want to guide you through what kind of food you should be eating to reverse your high blood pressure and a little bit of deep diving into the actual truth of do these certain foods work? What's the underlying issue of high blood pressure? It's going to be a little bit of a rant, okay? 'Cause I'm just going to tell you guys the truth and just be completely blunt about why you have high blood pressure, the main causes of it, and then do these foods actually work and how much of these things do you need to sort of eat? So let's kind of dive into it now. Firstly, the main cause of high blood pressure, there's a few different things. Okay, now to begin with, it's not age, it's not hereditary, it's not genetic, it's not bad luck, it's metabolic dysfunction. So you've got poor metabolic health. Now that could be for many different reasons. Okay, you don't have to be fat to have high blood pressure. Okay, because you could be chronically stressed, like fatigued, internal inflammation. You can still have insulin resistance and not be fat. You can be under muscled, you can be overweight. There's many different things that can cause high blood pressure. They're the main ones, by the way, and poor gut health. There's like 4 or 5 different ones usually. It's one of those. How to reverse it? Now, we're not talking pills here because that's never really an option. Sometimes you might have to at the start until you sort your lifestyle out and do the right things. You might have to take one, but it's never long term. If it is, then you've just buried your head in the sand and you've accepted a slow decline and to be medicated. So how we're going to reverse it, the first thing you have to do, you have to take comprehensive lab work. And I mean like 50, 60, 70 different markers around the body, okay? And that's just through pulling blood. You might have had some done and you might be thinking, wow, I've had some done and everything come back fine. Now, what they don't tell you is, when I say comprehensive, I mean not your basic GP labs where they're like 10 or 50 and they say, hey, thank you, everything looks good, everything's in the normal range, let's keep an eye on it, come back in 2 months. Or the famous words are, cool, let's just up your dose a little bit to bring those numbers down, or your cholesterol's a little bit high, we have to give you this tablet to bring the cholesterol down. So they don't actually really fix anything, they're just crisis managing. To get those sort of numbers down, first of all, you have to get the comprehensive blood panel, okay, not your basic GP lab. And then based on that, it's okay getting them done. But then you have to have a practitioner or someone skilled, advanced, and with the experience to read through it with you and explain to you, this is this is that, this is how we fix this is what we're going to do. And that's how you do it, okay? And then you do that through medically designed exercise, gut health, and nutrition, and habit building, right? Just lifestyle changes. That's how you do it, guys. There's no other way to do it. Now, what comes in between that, obviously there's a lot of things to join together there, and I'll do that on a separate video maybe, but that's the underlying issue. That's how you find it, and everyone can do this. Do certain foods bring it down? That's the main sort of topic of the video. Certain foods, they don't help on their own. For example, you'll probably see online, I get all these ads as well, just like you guys, saying like beetroot powder, nitric oxide powder, ashwagandha, turmeric, citrulline. What else is there? There's so many. Hibiscus tea. Guys, like none of this is really going to do anything, okay? It's just great marketing. They're basically just trying to sell you stuff because they know high blood pressure is very serious. So it's quite easy to sell to you guys, right? A lot of it's got good branding, good marketing. Like, what's the recent one with David Beckham in it? I'm 8, right? That means fantastic marketing. I actually nearly bought some of the supplements because it just looks so good. I'm a little bit of a sucker for a good label and a good brand, so I fully understand it. So these will only help about 5%. Again, you're just trying to take stuff and cut corners, okay, without finding out the issue and actually putting the real work in to fix it. But also you've been misled as well, so I don't blame you. The education side of it, all right? Now, these certain foods, they do help if everything else is in place, like good nutrition, consistency, gym work, finding out your labs. And then absolutely these supplement things will happen. We need to speak about, oh, take pomegranate or have extra garlic or have dark chocolate, beetroot. One guy said to me yesterday, he started drinking grapefruit juice because he thought it was going to bring down his blood pressure. Sometimes you just got to sit and think, common sense, like that is not going to bring down your blood pressure on its own. Because if that was the case, 1 in 2 people over 40 would not have high blood pressure, right? So it's not the case, guys, unfortunately. Now, when you start adding all these small foods and ingredients, then they will contribute to that, most definitely, all right? The most important ones to focus on, which do really work, is certain foods around gut health, because your gut is your second brain, and it controls everything, all your body's output. So that's one thing we look at is gut health. And by the way, we've done this with over sort of 3,000 plus men. Go to my Instagram, I'll post it below in the comments, or there's a few people here, I'll post. I mean, we've done this with over 3,000 plus men over the last sort of 10, 15 years. Help people get off high blood pressure medication, reverse hypertension, and live a risk-free life without taking pills holistically from their blood work. If you want a preventative strategy for yourself, you can go down to the description below, and there is an application, a little bit of a wait list for what we do, because we can only help a certain amount of people. You can go there, apply, and hopefully we get to chat. So back to the video. So these foods are only going to help. Everything else is in place based on the blood work, the training, the nutrition, the gut health. Okay, everything is fixable through nutrition holistically. All right, don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, and also don't be fooled by certain ingredients, certain foods solely reducing your high blood pressure. I mean, even I post stuff on my Instagram. Hey, these are 5 foods to reduce high blood pressure. Right? It's just a video. It's very short form. That's why I like doing longer videos on YouTube, because I can explain it a lot better. Whereas on Instagram, it's very like minute and a half, 30 seconds, a different kind of platform. So you're kind of trying to get your message out there in a short amount of time, which doesn't always come across good. And there's a lot of people just posting shit. So always come to my YouTube channel. This is where I post the long stuff like this, and I can explain it better to you so you can understand it fully. All right. But I hope that makes sense. Feel free to drop any comments down below, any questions, or head back to my Instagram and ask me any questions around this topic or where you're at specifically, and always happy to sort of advise. All right. Take care, guys.